guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're stopping by for the first time, you're welcome. It's good to have you here. Now look at your screen. There's a subscribe button there. Click on it, and right beside it is a bell icon. Click on that bell. That way you'll be notified each time I upload new videos. You will not miss out on any new stuff here. Thank you for returning. For you, my old subscribers, I love you so much and I appreciate every single one of you. As you must have seen in the title already, today's video is a 3-step guide on how you can rock your eyeshadow look using just one brush. Yes, this brush can get the job done for you, and I'm going to show you how in this video, just as I've rocked mine using just this one brush. Keep watching to see. You do not need to break the bank buying tons and tons of brushes to rock your eyeshadow look. With just one brush, it will get the job done flawlessly. Keep watching to see how. So first you're going to need this brush. It's a flat brush with a dome shaped head, so it's flat, flat, and then with a dome shaped head. Next, you're going to need wipes, and the wipes you're going to make use of them to clean the brush after each use. Next, you're going to need your eyeshadow palettes. So those are basically it. Now let's understand the parts of the eyes. First, we have the eyelid. That is where you put the eyelid color. Next is the crease, just the socket where where I'm touching the brush and you can feel it deep. And then next is the area above the crease, just immediately above the crease where the brush is touching, and then the brow bone area. So just let's go over it again. You have the eyelid, the crease, the area above the crease, and then the brow bone area. So now we are going to go ahead and start the demonstration properly. I'm taking the Magic by Juvia's palette first, and I'll be taking this red shade that I've used, and obviously you can see, taking it on the tip of the brush, the dome shape area. I'm going to start off by applying it as the transition color, holding the brush at almost the extreme end of the brush and just using swirling motions to apply it on the area above the crease. This is where you apply your transition color, and this helps your eyeshadow to just blend together, that gradient effect at the end of the day. And you want to be safe with the transition colors. You have to keep it neutral, so you'll be using colors like red, colors like yellow, colors like oranges, brown, just colors that are neutral, using swirling motions. That's what I'm doing, just taking and then applying it on the area above the crease. And I always tell you guys, it's safe to apply little amount and then build up on it, build up on the intensity of the shade you're applying as your transition shade, or even in the crease. It's safer that way than to apply too much and then you have to clean it up. Most times at the end of the day it becomes difficult and it takes you more time just blending and cleaning up. So take little amounts at a time and then build up on the intensity of the color, and that's what I'm doing, just using swirling motions, circular motions, or just going forth and back will get the job done. Take your time to blend. I always tell you guys, take your time to blend. What matters at the end of the day is the result. Next, from this palette, I'm going to take the shade I'll be applying in the transition, in the crease, sorry. So I'm taking this shade I've used, and in the crease, what you want to do is you want to go with colors that are deeper in intensity. So you'll be going with deep browns, just black colors that are deep. And that's because the crease, like I said initially, is the area that is deep. Some people have deep set crease, so you go with colors that will deepen the crease, intensify it, and make the color to show. I don't know if that makes sense for you. So that's why I'm taking this deep, deep brown plum color, this deep plum color, and applying it in the crease, just using swirling motions as usual and just blending it in blending it, and this is going to, you know, blend into the transition color and give it that gradient effect. I'm doing the same thing on the second eye. So in the crease, like I said, you are going to go in with deeper colors, shades that are deeper in intensity: black, deep browns, chocolates, deep plums, you know, just colors that are deep. Just blend it and it will give you that gradient effect, you know, just blending into the transition color you applied initially. So you start off first with the transition and then the crease. I'm going to take that black and apply it in the crease. I just want to intensify the crease a bit more because the shade I've applied first is not giving me the, you know, the result I really want. So I'm going back in there with the black shade, just using swirling motions, and I'm using basically the tip of the brush, the domed side of the brush, you know, and just applying it, swirling it, circular motions all over, you know, my crease. And you can see it's becoming more dark. Just doing the same thing on my second eye. Blending it and just, you know, taking my time to blend it and to achieve the result I want. Repeating the same. Don't ever be in a hurry, guys. Just take your time. You just blend it, blend it, blend it. Keep adding the colors and just keep ensuring that at the end of the day you achieve the result you want to achieve, because your confidence is on the line. If at the end of the day you're not able to work out confidently with what you've put on, then all the efforts are just good as wasted. So take your time to blend. Now, I forgot to mention it earlier, you also need a concealer or an eyeshadow primer. And that's what I'm doing, just applying it on my eyelid to prepare a base for the eyelid color I'm going to apply. Just using my finger to blend it and just tap everything and make sure everything is smooth and ready. Now I'm going to take this shade, this shimmery gold shade, as the eyelid color, just tapping it. Now I'm using the flat side of the brush to tap it, you know, to tap it on. This is where you want to be careful. You're not going to use the dome, you know, head of the brush, because you're not swirling, you're not blending anything. You're just going to tap everything on your eyelid and just make sure everything sits very nicely without making a mess. That's what I'm doing. Just tap, 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 tap. This is where you're going to use shimmery shades, brightly colored shadows, glitters and all. And when you've tapped everything nicely, you can then smooth it out, just gently, you know, smooth everything out gently, using still the flat side of the brush. Now we are cleaning it up, just because we don't want the colors mixing up together and making a mess. And then going back into the black shade that I used in the crease, I just want to clean up, you know, the crease area and ensure that the crease color is still showing, because sometimes when you put on the eyelid color, there's a tendency that it's going to take up, you know, cover up the area, the crease color and all. So it's okay to go back with your the color you applied in your crease and just clean everything up and still achieve that sweet and, you know, confident result you want to achieve at the end of the day. That's what I'm doing on both eyes. Just swirling the black shade in the crease, blending it. As you can see, I'm using light strokes, swirling motions, just blending it in. Yeah, clean it up again. We don't want colors mixing up. Now I'm going to go back into the first palette I used, take the transition color I used, just tap it off, blow it off, whatever you want to do. Just make sure the color is light so you don't have to go back blending and making a mess again. Just applying it in the transition area just to see that gradient effect. You can see how the colors are showing and just showing how they are blending into each other. That's what we want to see at the end of the day. Just lightly taking the red and applying it back there and blending it, and that's it. Very easy, isn't it? So I quickly went off and completed my entire makeup application on my face. Now I'm going back into the same palette I used initially. I'll take this shade and just smudge it on my lower lash line. Now this is optional, guys. You can skip this, but if you want to be a little extra like me, you can go ahead and do it using the same brush. Now you are using the tip. That's what I'm doing. I'm using the tip of the brush and taking the color and just smudging it on my lower lash line, and that's it. I'll clean the brush again. That's because I still want to use the brush. I'm going to take the same eyelid color on the tip of the brush and just put it in my inner corner here, just because I want to open up my eyes a bit and make this look pop a little bit. And that's what I'm doing. I just applied it on the first eye, applied it on the second eye using the tip of the brush. So you see that this brush is a lifesaver. You can use it to just put on your eyeshadow effortlessly. All you need is just your wipe beside you where you clean it up after every use. So how do I look? This is the finished look, guys. How do I look? So now you see how easy it is to rock your eyeshadow look using just one brush without breaking the bank, buying tons and tons of brushes in order to slay your eyeshadow look. So be good, be nice, share it with your friends, your sisters. There's a sister who needs this video, so share it with her. Subscribe, get your friends to subscribe, because more of this amazing and sweet stuff are going to be coming up here all through this year. So keep it locked down and share, subscribe. Leave a comment for me if there are other stuff you want me to do for you, similar stuff like this. Let me know so that I'll bring you just what you want. Thank you again for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.